Hey, good morning. Rise and grind. You already know what time it is. Read the mug. Born to dilly dally, forced to lock in. That's how I feel sometimes, but it's all right. It's all right. Lock in on some EQ. Now that's some locking in I can get into. Hey, Palestine, what's going on? Good morning. Great to see you. Thursday morning is honestly it's becoming one of my favorites. I know I always say, oh, the Sunday stream's the best, but Thursday mornings, it's got its moments. No distractions, nothing. Just good old fashioned, regular ass EverQuest experience grinding. Do it you know, the way Shadow Knights enjoy. I think I'm just gonna fear kite a little bit. You know? No reason to reinvent the wheel or anything. No need to get fancy. We could just, you know, tried and true. Face tanking? Yeah, that's for like warriors. Maybe Pallies might do that too, but I'm a Shadow Knight. I'm just gonna, got an alternative method. It's alright. Speaking of alternative methods, we'll let that fear wear off. I don't feel like swimming too much right now. Although, it would probably help my swimming skill. I know I'm lacking, but we got plenty of time for that. It's EverQuest, baby. What's the rush? Do you think they're coming out with a new red sometime soon? We gotta hurry up before that happens. I don't know about all that. I don't think we gotta rush. All right, still dark blue. Justing 47. Stranger things have happened, like Diablo 2 getting a new class. I just saw that headline. First expansion in over 25 years for Diablo 2? That's big. That's like a quarter of a century. What games get expansions after a quarter of a century? This is kind of unheard of. Uh, and I'm all for it, honestly. Just a free update patch. Okay. Not the first time I've been misled by a clickbait, uh, you know, title. That's why I like to read the article. But this was like a couple minutes ago. I'm like I'm busy over here. I mean, I don't have time to read the article. I did see that. Misleading headline though. A free update patch. Okay. Clearly not the same as an expansion. You know what I mean? Like it's anybody who calls a free update patch an expansion is really trying to oversell it. So I would say the writer of the article I did not read was trying to oversell, or the editor of the article. Somebody in that chain of events was trying to oversell it. It's something though. You might notice I have zero worn haste on Pewee. I gotta get on it. I gotta get like a little cloak of something, I'd take some crystalline water. Hey, want to buy a cloak? Who got Cloak of Flames right now? What's Cloak of Flames doing on Red 99 these days? I haven't seen one for sale in a bit. I should ask the one other player online right now if he's selling one. Go directly to the, cut out the middleman. Sorry, it's a quiet morning. It's a quiet morning. There was more people on earlier, but I think they seen I logged in and they're like, I better get out of here. Chewy's awake. He's gonna find me. He's gonna clip me. He's going to crop that clip to be vertical. He's going to add some music. It's the TikTokification of EverQuest. I can't be a part of it, you know? They all had to log off. Bedtime. Put them to sleep. It's alright. Maybe they logged off so they could watch the stream. I swear, there was other people. There was dozens of us. Okay, maybe not dozens. There was a handful. Not even 10 minutes ago. Like whenever I had the stream like starting. I was getting my coffee. Hey. Cheers. Rise and grind. We're just getting started over here. Alright. This one's gonna swim a little bit. Letting him swim. Letting him take a little dip. Wow. Kick me for 25. I let you swim, dude. Crazy. Alright, anyway, I already figured out. This guy, I maybe never seen this guy in game, but I know everything. He's a level 60 halfling druid. You know? I know this. I figured it out. Process of elimination. I don't even have the buttons on this guy. But you know how I do. I do the count commands. I'll figure everything out. So if anybody else logs in, we're immediately figuring out who, what, everything but where. You know what I mean? Count commands don't tell you where. Your guess is good as mine. Somewhere on Norath, or perhaps a plane. You know, they're in this reality or a different one. That would be where I'd start looking. Anyways, it's like 6 a.m. on a Thursday, so the sun's not even crested yet. It's gonna be probably another cold day. Anybody else been dealing with some shit weather? It's not the best. I probably could have found a pather rather than having to split all this, but you know, the sooner the better on the split. Oh yeah, speaking of pathers, there's one. Doing okay though. I did not meditate. Killed 2 straight. Said fuck it. We ball. Third one straight. See how it goes. 2 of them are light feet, right? This one and the first one maybe? One of them. Those are the easy ones. They do backstab though. Even the easy one backstabs. Oh. Okay, so Bat Fastard is online. We know this guy. He's a Shadow Knight, just like me. Alright, 2 Shadow Knights online. Between 40 and 45, there is a Shadow Knight. So that's the other guy. It's 42. I see Path and Bird way out there. All right, bring it in. Bring it in. Got it way back in the corner. Start over. Ugh, missed around. Terrible. Hey Tusk, hey, I got it. My schedule is very consistent. Thursday morning, we do a little rise and grind, right? Cheers. Sunday, well, you already know, Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026. Hitting you hard all year, from beginning to end. We're still just getting started on the year. 2025 was a solid one. 2026, the new hotness. Thursday we do the rise and grind. Here we are in the just getting started phase of that as well. But Tuesday would be the third stream of the week. It's an afternoon stream. That's the only one you might catch me not playing EverQuest. I'm an EverQuest enjoyer. I got to make time to enjoy EverQuest. I do at least twice a week. Every third. Ooh. So we dinged last stream. I logged in today. I'm like fresh 47, basically, you know? Pulling up this bubble. 47's flying right now. My secret? I'm not medding. I'm just pulling again. I don't need to med. Well, if that other guy's 42, I'm barely too high level to fight him. Isn't that a shame? That would have been fun. If only I had something that was 45 or 46. I probably do. I'm trying to have every level range covered, but it's alright. I did scuffle with that guy a little bit. It was fun. The only part that was less fun is you know how faction is king in this game. Well, I didn't have the faction crown where we were fighting, so it was, a little hectic. It was fun stuff. Nothing happened. There's no yellow text or anything. Nothing happened. But a little scuffling. I think it builds character. Alright. I did not med. Going straight for the Watcher, which these are tough. They can be tough. Alright, fear is finally off. He went straight in the water. Some of these spear rocks are part duck, I swear. Alright. Conjuration 128. Just gonna wait for him on shore. I'm a landlubber. Pewee. He's that P is short for please stay dry. You can tell by my lack of swimming skill. Hold on. Where is it? 72. Having levitate from an early level is nice, but it spoils you. I think I had the Lev cloak from like, I don't know what level. Probably sub 10 though. It was early. Ugh, fizzled the snare. That's big. It's rough. Ugh. Sometimes that happens. You'll get the missed message. You can't see your target from here, but it didn't use your. You saw that? I still swung after. It was weird. Weird. Maybe it was a double attack, and I missed half half of it or something. I don't know. Oh, snare off. Let it come back. I might actually face tank this one like a, you know, a tank. All right. Smart idea or not? Let's find out. Doing okay. Doing okay. Had a couple riposts in there. Oh, yeah. Crushed it. Crushed it. Very nice. All right. I think after all that, maybe I deserve a little med break. You know, maybe that'd be what's best for Pewee. So, that almost half a bubble. I gotta like squint at my screen because we don't have beautiful blue lines for our XP bubbles the way, you know, EverQuest. You know, it did. Pretty early on, they added that. I remember. I was there a long time ago. I don't remember exactly. I would say it was probably during Kunark. It was like a patch. It's like a Kunark era patch, I would say. Where blue lines were added to make XP gain a little more clear, right? This is 5 bubbles, right? Half a bubble. Half a bubble would be 2.5 blue, right? It would be a line that would start from the left and fill up to the right. And some UIs have it. I just use the default Velius UI, which looks very classic to me. I use this one a lot on, you know, EverQuest back in the day. And I remember the blue line definitely was in by the time Velius was out. For sure, the blue line existed. Anyway, that's one of the few things that ripped me right out of immersion. You know, like other than that, I would totally believe that it was, you know, still the early 2000s. Like, and I got to go to school, all that stuff, you know. But without that blue line, I don't know. Something, you know, pulls me right out. Now I'm pretty immersed though. Don't let anyone tell you I'm not at least pretty fucking immersed in the Red 99 world, right? Let's see what we got in the bags. Take a little tour of the bags. Um, Classic. Make sure these all got charges. See, this one only got one charge. Nothing worse than pulling out a little, you know, pumice and it's 0 charges. Nothing worse. So I try not to keep any. You know, you could sell them to a vendor for a couple plat, but I don't even want to have them in my bag long enough to do that. rather just destroy that stuff. Oh shit, am I high enough for this now? No, no, no. Anyways, let's see here. 60 mana, that's plenty. We probably got a little pather walking around, a path. There he is. Alright, you saw I had the weighted axe. The weighted axe comes in a lot of handy. You want to do this. If you want to miss some shots with the bow, first you have really low archery skill. And then equip your weighted axe. And then you shoot and miss, and you say, "This EverQuest, baby." If I had better archery skill, it'd be crazy right now. I'm out of ammo. Oh god. Never mind. Oh. Thunderhoof quiver. Room. Space. I'll come back a little bit. I was about to shoot him again. Can't shoot no arrow. That's why I'm out of arrows, because I've been like trigger happy. Usually I put ranged attack on a whole separate page just to keep myself from, you know, trying to really min-max my damage. Sometimes you gotta be a little, you gotta save up. Okay. There's another player online. They're level 56. They're a wizard. 56 wizard, full man is, okay? I know that. They're an erudite. Some of these things I knew because I've seen them in the game before. I knew they were a wizard. I knew they were an erudite. But I didn't know exactly what level. Now we know. 56 erudite wizard. And I bet I know where they're at. Oh no, it must be late. Because we're just getting started over here. It's, you know, rise and grind. I got my coffee in my hand. I'm getting ready to face the day. Before I do that, you know, I got to make a little time for EQ. It's good to see you. You're definitely up late. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Speaking of coffee, I got about this much in here. Born to dilly dally, forced to lock in. My new mug. I'm gonna refill it after this last. What do you call that? About a half inch. About a half inch of coffee in here. I'm gonna refill this. I got more downstairs, so can you do me a favor? Please keep an eye on my Shadow Knight for me. Finish up network changes. People freak out when the internet goes down during the day. So yay, midnight shifts. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. You know, you're an important cog in the wheel. Oh no, we all appreciate you. Let me get my coffee going. Keep an eye on my Shadow Knight for me, please. This is the PvP server after all. There's some sneaky folks out there. 56 wizard. Can't touch me though. I'm too low level for that. But who knows what other sneaky people log in. Be right back. Hello and good morning. Let's get started over here. Let's see. Oh shit, we got a whole nother player online. It's another 60 druid, okay? 260 druids, a 56 wizard, a 42 Shadow Knight, and the only one I'm unsure about is myself. I gotta check. I'm a 47 Shadow Knight. Okay? We got all the info right now, all the intel. All the intel. Where are any of these players located? Now that I don't know. That's a mystery. But you know, it's if you know EverQuest, you might have some ideas. And you know, then it just becomes a game of hide and seek. If you're into that sort of thing. I think it's nice to have the option, you know? Proven. Oof. Provens are probably the toughest ones. If I had to rank them, I don't know. It's Watcher or it's Proven. I feel like Proven has higher resists, which make them tough for me. But the Watchers definitely they backstab. I don't know if the Provens backstab. Let's find out.
Java the Fox rated your channel with 25 viewers.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. I got the mug. Born to dilly dally, forced to lock in. I feel like that sums it up well today. Good to see you. Whenever it's Job of the Fox season, I'm a very happy guy. Oh yeah, this coffee's hitting the spot. I woke up right on time, ready to go, as is tradition. Part of a balanced breakfast, after all. If I slept in and I missed a Thursday morning EQ stream, I think I would probably have a bad day. I think it would just cascade. You know what I mean? That's just I don't want to find out. I'm just gonna always make sure my alarm's set. I say this because it was yesterday morning. I woke up, the sun was up. It was you know, it was probably like 6:30 or something like that. Like it wasn't super. Maybe it was like 7. I don't know. It wasn't super early. My phone was plugged in, but it didn't charge and it died overnight and my alarm never went off. So luckily I woke up in time for my day. But if it had been a Thursday morning, like I'm saying, that would have been a bad morning for me. I like to, you know, to keep a certain schedule, do things a certain way. Brings me comfort. That's why I'm still playing EverQuest decades later. You know, I'm a creature of habit, you could say. So anyway, I triple checked that my phone was plugged in fully, firmly, and charging before I went to bed because oh, I need this. I need this. I love this. This game, I don't know if I have time for this game later in the day today. It's going to be a busy day, but right now, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of what happens to me right now, you know? It's nice. So I rise, I grind. We're going to go hard on these birds for another hour and a half. The power. Hey, Angriest Autist, how you doing? Speaking of power, you know what I like to say? Knowledge is power. So that way, right now, when I check the who all list, I know every single class, level, all that stuff. I know I have the power, I have the knowledge. But if more players start logging in, especially at the same time, I might lose that knowledge, right? I might start getting confused. So I bring it up because I'm staying on top of it. Got a little grind sesh, catch up with the bony boys. Nice. Yeah, you gotta we gotta find time. Gotta find time, gotta make time. For me that time, 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm certainly enthusiastic about it. So. Yikes. Yeah, it's proven pretty tough. Come on. Oh, juked me. Juked me bad. I'm just gonna go back in the corner, think about what I've done. I was gonna say, and wait for the fear to wear off. There it is. There's that fear off. Trying to sneak a little sit in between. There we go. That was a good couple rounds. Good couple rounds. Got my ticks. Fear's coming back. Or fear. Bird's coming back. Fear's off. Gonna bash me? No, okay. Whew. That thing bashed me. I might have taken a couple extra hundred damage. Starts with the bash, and then it's the double attack. And then you're scrambling, and then you might get backstabbed in the scramble. Who knows? Better don't. Snare, come on. Perfect. Wonderful. Get back in the safe spot of the corner. Yeah, a little XP. I wouldn't mind this Shadow Knight being... Honestly, I don't know what my goal is for this Shadow Knight. Maybe level 50, right? I got a 60 Shadow Knight. I got a 55 Shadow Knight. Maybe a 50 Shadow Knight. Rounded out. And then, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe a 45 Shadow Knight. So this one, I think, was originally going to be the 45 Shadow Knight. Look, I got the Lev Cloak. Here's the thing. If I go to 50, then I'm going to be using this for Lev, right? Bobbing Corpse. And it almost makes all the work of getting the Lev Cloak, I don't want to say... I mean, okay, I enjoyed the Lev Cloak leveling up. So I guess I have no complaints if I end up banking it. 60 Shadow Knights, one for each level. I mean, eventually. I think eventually that'd be the goal. But right now, one for every 5 levels would be great. I still need a level 30 Shadow Knight. I think I got to make a new one. Because originally, Well Adjusted was the 30. Well Adjusted's up to 55 now, you know? So 30's wide open. Work Friend was supposed to be the level 15. And he's, I think, the same level as this one, 47 now. These things happen. I get a little carried away. I have fun leveling. But okay, so Orc Friend, I don't know if he counts because he's Dark Elf. I think I'm just going to do Troll. Hardcore, P99 Red, level 60 Shadow Knight. When? That's a good question. So I did a hardcore tune once. It's still alive. I haven't played it since Easter or so. Egg Hunt. Remember Egg Hunt? He's a dwarf warrior for that barrel roll. He's level 17, I think. I parked him in Crushbone. I'll get back to him one day. We'll do now that you remind me of that, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun thing. Maybe for like a Sunday stream sometime. We'll get back into it. So if anybody wants to group, I only group with what I call struggle questers. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're playing hardcore, but don't have any twink gear. You know, the twink gear ain't doing it for me on Egg Hunt. How's low level violence on P99 red? Honestly, few and far between. Oh, we got another player on. Sus. I don't know this one. I have no clues on this one. Let's see. Let's see if they're level... I don't have hotkeys. They're between 2 and 20. They're a low level. They're between 2 and 10. They're level 4. Sus is suspect. I'm writing this down. Sus. Level 4. I'll start figuring it out real quick. Not a druid, because there's only 2 druids. Not a Shadow Knight, because there's 2 Shadow Knights. And we know all of them. They're not a bard. That was the first thing I checked, because I have Sussy, and it's a bard. I was like, is somebody copying my bard? No, it's not a bard. Okay. Cleric, maybe, yeah. Let's see. Nope. It's a rogue. Angry Scientist, you're right. It's a rogue. Level 4 rogue. Let's see. What could even be rogues? Not a dwarf. Not a barbarian. I gotta look at a list. It's the one that I haven't tried yet. EverQuest rogues. Oh, you know what? Probably gnome. I did check human. Gnome. Level 4 gnome rogue. All right. Knowledge is power. We got the knowledge. Cards. A level 1. A level 1 halfling. So somebody named Cards logging in would probably indicate that somebody's dropping off some POM cards. Since they're a halfling, they're probably drop transferring in Misty Thicket, Rivervale. You know, this is... If I was more diabolical, I might try to find their spot where they're dropping stuff, because you never know. But I'm not diabolical like that. Each Turdue. Who's this? My notes are red hot property. Yeah. I got, like I said, knowledge is power. And I'm feeling very powerful lately, because I know too much. Cards logged off. I was like, there's no more level 1 online. Alright, they might be my level range. We might have a player in my range coming. No. Okay, no, never mind. They're not my level range. Bat Fastard's close to my level range. So this player I've never heard of is level... Oh, Scat Sniffer is level 60. We know this one. The Ranger. Plus or minus 4. Yeah. So I didn't really get a chance to figure out this other player. A little bit mysterious. But it's probably... I don't know. You gotta be quick. That's why having the hotkeys already made. Like, I don't know. Stuff like this. Shaman. / count shaman all. Having the hotkeys is quicker than I'm typing all this stuff out manually every time. Oh no, it's thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. And everybody who's using the network that you're maintaining and keeping right, I'm sure appreciates you too, whether they know it or not. Let's see. Got a little dead eye. Hey, Prinny the dude, what's going on? Soul Blighter. Not 60. They're a necro. If you couldn't tell by a name like Soul Blighter. They're between 2 and 20. Between 2 and 10. Level 4. No. Sussy's level 4. Or Sus is level 4. Hold on. I almost made a bad assumption there. They're between 11 and 20. Level 12 Necro. The good thing is this gives me something to do while I'm medding. You know, it keeps me busy. I'm writing with the most broken. I probably tried to nibble a tip back on this pencil. This is. I don't know why I'm showing you this. This is fucking terrible. Here we go. Soul Blighter, 12 Necro. What do you think, Gnome? Yeah, no, they're not. Dark Elf, maybe. Yeah, Dark Elf Necro. Oh, I know this guy. I know this guy. It's really fun. Angriest Autist. This might be my most fun activity instead of medding. You know what I mean? You could do /gems, or you could say knowledge is power. I'm gonna freaking get all the knowledge. It works best when there's under 20 players online. Once you get 21 or more, the list gets cut short, and you know, your ability to really narrow things down gets cut short too. Yep. So my favorite trick for that is having an in-range key that's just ±4 of your own. Count the range. And that way, you know, one player, that's yourself. It counts yourself. So if that number changes, you know, it's like, you gotta be looking all around. You never know. That come back. That'd be a disadvantage if server pop went up. It'd be harder to track to it. Absolutely. Job of the Fox. Absolutely. But I would trade it all. I would trade all this in for a fresh server. You know what I mean? I don't need any of my. I'll make new Shadow Knights. I'll remake my old Shadow. You know what I mean? Like, it would be fine. I wish we could just get a new one. We never had a fair shake. We had Classic for years and years and years while they worked on Kunark. And then we had Kunark for years and years and years while they worked on Velius. You know, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I didn't get exactly what I wanted. I'm just saying, like, it'd be cool, you know? They did a new blue by making, green to give it the fresh timeline, the real deal, a little more authentic. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, you know? But that would be something for red players. I don't think that's a priority. You know? In fact, I would go so far as to say it's the opposite. I think Rogan hates us. You know what I mean? Rogan said nothing about red in years. Years. He won't even fucking mention it. The only time he ever acknowledged red in recent history was somebody tagged him, I think, in the Discord and asked for new red. Or he was like actively replying to something and they asked for new red and he did a poop emoji to that question. So, you know what I mean? That he's acknowledging us. He acknowledged us. Can't say he hasn't. It hasn't been in a good way. Like, I don't think he does a lot, and, the whole world rests on his broad shoulders. We can't do it without him. We need him. But I don't think he gives a shit about red, you know. And if I'm wrong, I would love to be proven wrong. So 2 players logged in. So basically, I can't make definite knowledge gains anymore until I think I can try. I can start narrowing stuff down. Anyway, it's too early for my rants. Let's just fucking sit a sec. This bubble has been going down smooth. This would be like a 5-hour level at this pace, which in the upper 40s for a troll shadow knight. Oh man, that's cooking. That's really cooking. Another one. That's what happens when you get used to hell levels. I had so many 45s. I just played like just nothing but hell levels for a bit. Now everything's like 47 because I flew through 46. You finally get out of 45 and it's just like boom. I think my shaman's 47. I think orc friend's 47. This guy's 47. It's just a good spot that I leave at, grind through 45 on a stream, say hell yeah, let's hit 47, because 46 is so quick and easy. Just happens. Tale as old as time. I haven't de-leveled anything yet. I think that needs to happen one of these days. I think Orc Friend, he's friend of the orcs. He's supposed to protect Crushbone. His current level, there's not much to protect Crushbone from, Not too many level, low 50s, mid 40s are going to Crushbone these days. Or any any days. So, maybe we go back to 15. And maybe I never see another level 15 player in Crushbone. But just, I would feel better knowing that he was at his post, ready to go. not swimming after this backstabbing bird. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Ooh, resisted fear. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Uh-oh. Player in zone, player in zone. Sound the alarm. It's Redditor. He's come to spread happiness. I better hurry up and kill this before I gotta share XP. I mean, oh hey Redditor, what's going on? Go, good team. Yes, the dude knows. Hey. Good morning, the dude. We're just getting started over here. I got a full bubble of XP. Thereabouts, you know? Like I said, I either need to squint at my screen, possibly get some glasses, I don't know. Or, if only we had blue lines. The blue line would really... I feel like the blue line would probably be stopping a little short. It'd probably be like... We're almost at a full bubble. One more kill. One more kill for a full bubble. And that's not bad. That's not a bad start to the morning. And we're just getting started over here. Thursday, rise and grind, as prescribed, as traditional. And, you know, it's part of a balanced breakfast. Alright, 60 mana. If we wait for Redditor, that'd be the smart play. Or, better yet, start pulling. Who cares? Just what the doctor ordered. He said, take 2 of these and then rise and grind in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Trying to catch that tick. There we go. There we go. Oh, this bird's going, right? Almost too easy. It was so funny. The dude hit the button to say exactly what I was thinking. I was like opening my mouth to be like, that was freaking easy. Smooth bird.
Dude, are you fucking this
up? That's one of my new ones. You like it? Yeah, I guess I'll share XP with Red. Why not? For that fear to wear off. Oh, the fear already wore off. Sometimes they swing on you when the fear wears off. Sword Dizzle, what's going on? Good to see him. Ooh, all that XP for me. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's a full bubble. That's a full bubble right there. Let's keep it going. Keep the momentum. Got anything up there? Nope. Next. Lightfoot. Wait, the Lightfoots are green to Redditor, right? Let's get a Watcher. So this is working just like Oasis Specters as far as we're outdoors. You don't need line of sight to start casting Dispel, right? Isn't that interesting? This is something I never realized, that it was because you're outdoors. It has different rules. I don't know if it's like that on your server, but here on Red, that's how it works anyway. Checking in, not much going on in your neck of the woods on Quorum this morning yet. Well, you know, it's still early. It's still early. I appreciate you checking in. Just getting started over here. Me and Redditor are gonna kill some birds again. Right? We did this on Sunday. It was really fun. I'm back for a second helping. Remember when KFC used to have the salad bar? Or maybe salad bar is the wrong word. Buffet. You ever been to a KFC buffet back in the day? It's kind of like what's going on right now. Going back for a second helping of bird meat. I remember when Wendy's had the salad bar. Salad bars were pretty popular at a point. Right around, you know, the new millennium. Might have been the end of it. Okay, maybe not the end of it. They just kind of, there were less of them. I feel like Ruby Tuesdays all closed down and stuff. And then the pandemic was the end of them. I feel like they shut down every salad bar that still existed after that, and we never got them back. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just around here. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But I think people just are less into like a communal serve yourself thing like that. That makes sense? I don't know. Oh yeah. Just pulled that without even aggroing the other one. I think it's because of what I was mentioning. Got no line of sight check needed to start that Dispel. And since you're not in sight, the ads don't see you or something. It seems very powerful, the technology. Outdoor Dispel pulling. You haven't heard Ruby Tuesday name in a hot minute? Yeah, there's a blast from the past from you. You know what I always liked getting on a salad bar? Salad. My favorite topping. You know, besides a crouton, you need something a little crunchy. You need a little crunch on your salad. For me, I think croutons are okay, but I like the little, like the sunflower seed meat. You know, I forget what they're called. Like the interior portion of a sunflower seed, like the little seed meat. You know what I mean? Oh man, those are good. I'd get my money's worth right there at the salad bar. It's with a freaking healthy couple spoonfuls of those on top. The Colonel? Yeah, I think, I don't, is that what it's called? I feel like they got a name. I seen them at the store, and I was like, isn't that just sunflower seeds? But sunflower seeds kind of implies having the shell, I guess. If you have them de-shelled, there's something different. I think. Let me look this up. What are these called? Sunflower seed meat. I typed it in. It's not helping me. It's like meat replacement using sunflower seeds. Sunflower seed without shell. Maybe that's just what they're called. Yeah, sunflower kernels, apparently. Thank you. Now we know. Prinny the dude was right. Anyway, them shits is good. Okay, another. I'm obviously hungry. I'm thinking about restaurants of the past. Remember Ponderosa? Shout out to Ponderosa. I used to love that one. Joe Logan, you're a big Ponderosa fan? Yeah. I see the old building where the Ponderosa used to be. I'll drive by it and I forget what it is now. It's something that's not even like a restaurant, and I just get sad. I see it and I'm just like, oh man, that was like the spot, you know? Go after away soccer games and basketball games. Hell yeah, you got to do something to celebrate. You know, you either got that like consolation meal to make you feel better after losing, or you got that victory meal. Will be coffee time soon indeed, Prinny to do it. Oh yeah, I'm feeling the effects. I'm feeling the caffeination take hold of me. And it feels good. Over here fizzling. Okay. So all the players I didn't know about logged off. I didn't even try to make any deductions. I should have. You know, this is why I don't know who those people are, because it's just like, oh no. What I should do is go into my was it the INI files or something? One of those character files in the EQ folder. The one that saves all your hotkeys. I should copy over all my keys that are like all the different levels and classes and stuff. Maybe even make some new ones that are more specific, and then I'd be more apt to figure out every little thing. I wouldn't have to type it all manually. But whatever. Right now I got birds to slaughter. Nice earthquake. Ooh, resist. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you for giving me experience of that. Nice. Big double attack. New class in Diablo 2. Yeah, that's the hot topic right now. For real. I got tricked into some clickbait headlines said it was a whole expansion, which you know, I'm not going to say I reported on, but I did kind of spread that misinformation because I got tricked. I had to be set straight. It's not an expansion. It's an update, which is cool. It's just not, if you're calling an update an expansion, you're overselling it, you know? I accidentally oversold it because it was oversold to me. But that's what I get for not reading the article. Wow, at least it didn't backstab you. That was friggin' brutal though, huh? Swamp Beast. They're an ogre. They're Shadow Knight. Swamp Beast, Ogre, Shadow Knight. Let's see here. Yeah. They're level 60. And then Inevi is a level, I don't know, teens monk. Nineteen monk. Anyway. Let's see what the repop in the tower is. Anything? Nothing. Connection successful. Good. Good. I'm glad to be back. I don't know what that's about. Annoying. Ah, boy. Anyway, am I still here? Am I back? What's going on here? Stream hiccuped. Annoying. Real annoying. Refresh if you got it. If you can't hear me telling you to refresh, then you probably need to refresh. I don't know what happened. OBS said reconnecting. My internet didn't hic. I'm still connected to EQ. Didn't even lag. You're back after a refresh, yeah. OBS took a dump, I guess. It's annoying. Very annoying. I'm sorry, everybody. I hope you make your way back. Just one of those things. I feel like I had one hiccup on a Sunday not a couple months ago. It was probably like almost a year ago. I know this because the YouTube upload was 2 uploads because it split it. It's probably going to be the same thing again. And that was annoying and I hated it. So, Benny Two Thumbs, what's going on? Hey, we're just getting started over here. You could tell by the fresh timer on the stream, you know? We must just be getting started. Actually, I was going strong for a good hour. Drinking coffee, getting caffeinated, part of a balanced breakfast, EverQuest is. And then this OBS little dump. I'm back. I got 0 dropped frames, but I know some frames must have dropped there. You could hear, but the picture was gone, so you refresh. Well, shit. That honestly, I did not think that would happen. Like I said, I was saying if you can hear me, or if you can't hear me saying refresh, you probably need to refresh. I thought you wouldn't be able to hear me, so I'm. It's funny. It's funny. Well, is what it is. We're back at it, like nothing happened. I broke OBS. It was too many Shadow Knights. I have too many harm touches up. It was a critical harm touch overload error. OBS was never designed for this type of EverQuest play. It's just, you know? What would Fippy use to stream? Maybe Fippy would use Streamlabs. OBS canceled my magic, right? Didn't even, we're outdoors, so it didn't even need line of sight. It is what it is. Fippy Darkpaw would have unregistered Bandicam port pointed at the monitor. Now that you mention it, that does sound very Fippy coded. Alright, Chirpin. I never figured out who Chirpin is, I don't think. Alright, I'm trying to figure out who this other player is right now. Chirpin. Are they a monk? No. Not a ranger. Not a shaman. Not a rogue. Not a warrior. I already checked wizard. I already checked a few things. Not a druid. Oh, now there's another player on. Alright. Capone or Chirpin is a magician. I don't know which one. Anyways. Stay pulling. Now I wonder if I stand behind something. Pull with cancel magic. Is it 1 or 2? Okay, that was 2. Maybe standing behind the tree trunk isn't good enough. I'll stay down for a while. A nice long while. At least I could see all the way. Okay, that should do it. Nice. Reflex, reflex. How am I doing today? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. But hey, how are you doing today? On this fine Thursday morning. I'm getting a little EQ in. It's part of a balanced breakfast. It's goes down smooth. It's always nutritious and delicious. EverQuest is. It's part of my Thursday morning routine. Sets me up for success, and I think I'd probably just have a bad day if I didn't get up and do this on a Thursday. It would just, it would throw me off. I gotta have my routine. You started playing very recently. Hey, you're in our world now. That's what Stephanie EverQuest used to always say. You played a lot of old school RuneScape, classic WoW. Nice, yeah. My brothers were both into RuneScape. I don't know if they still do it, but I was so staunchly rooted in EverQuest. I never really branched out. I didn't do WoW in its heyday. I never did RuneScape. I'm sure I would have had a lot of fun, you know? But I got no regrets. I played, instead I got to, experience the ins and outs, all the little things that make EverQuest something special. Flew up right into his nest. I missed like 3 rounds there. Crazy. Yeah, I see this other one. He's a watcher too. Careful. I'm not sitting. If I sat right now, I feel like this one would see me. They would link up. Even though they're pretty far apart. That's just how sitting goes, you know what I mean? There's no You can insult their families. You can, do rude gestures. You can do all that. But don't you dare sit. The greatest offense amongst all EverQuest NPC cultures. Taking a seat. Who do you think you are? I do have oh man, a pretty busy week. And even the weekend. But on Sunday I'm gonna be doing it large. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026. Number 7 this weekend. And yeah, I think we're gonna be having an open casting call for anybody who wants to get into some action. You know what I mean? Just show up. Show up to the stream. Come one, come all. It'll be fun. Ugh, interrupted myself. Now I should have went for the one that was pathing nearby. Just make the area safer, but it's alright. It's alright. Kill him next. Steampunk. That's a warrior, right? A gnome warrior, I do believe. Find a lot of EQ in classic WoW. Yeah, for sure. And then things came full circle, and then we ended up getting a lot of WoW in EQ. You know what I mean? EQ forgot what made it so great and imitatable, and started trying to imitate the imitators almost. You know what I mean? It's all right. That's why we're so lucky to have Project 1999 to give us a little taste. Old school RuleScape, high dopamine progression and skilling, but you could get burnt out. Yeah, I remember watching my brothers grind in that game a lot. It looked fun. Honestly, it looked fun. I remember them PvPing a lot with people too. They were always eating lobsters. That was one thing I really remember. They'd be like constantly like dragging lobsters like like a jam on Monsters and Memories at all. I have not tried it yet. I have watched some streams. I'm a little interested. Maybe when it goes full release, I feel like it's one of those things where either I do it or years later I'm going to be talking about how maybe I would have had fun, maybe I should have got in on the action at the peak, shit like that. The same way I talk about, other games that were not EQ. Medieval point and click MMORPG. Yeah. It looked honestly really fun to me. I was already committed. I was already committed to EQ. Too much. Yeah, I think like I said, maybe when it comes to full release, I'll probably definitely give it a shot, especially since it's gonna have PvP servers, right? That's the a lot of the EQ PvPers have been you know, doing the tests and stuff. I know it. I know they've been doing it. Just keep fearing, just keep fearing. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Here it comes. That one that I was like, yeah, we could kill that one, have more room, be safer. Nah, we'll kill it next, and then I kill anything but. Alright. Woo! Honestly, I thought I was going to be at like 1.5 bubbles, not 2 bubbles. So, reflex, reflex. What are you playing in EverQuest? What class? If you don't mind. I've got love for all the classes. I've never played a wizard. And I've only just begun a shaman. But I got love for all the classes. I never played a beast lord either. Maybe one day P99 will let us have Lucklin, and then I could play a beast lord. Where's the moon? You playing druid? Wood elf druid? Hell yeah, I got a wood elf druid. And yeah. Honestly, they're pretty good for beginners because they let you you get to stand on your own 2 feet a lot. Never gonna give Quorum a spin. Maybe someday. I'm so much of a I need the thrill of PvP. I need the constant danger. PvP instant zones I feel like would frustrate me because all people got to do is leave the zone and they're safe. I don't know if I like that. You know, I'm one of those ones that I demand satisfaction. So I'm over here. I say this is the premier PvP server right now. You know, anybody who claims to be a PvPer, I question why you ain't on the PvP server. Yeah, I remember that crew. We used to fucking stomp that crew on this server. You know what I mean? There's a reason. There's a reason they're in the instance and not in the open world. You know, it's fun though. It's EverQuest enjoyers enjoying EverQuest. Even if I shit talk, I still got a lot of love. You know, cheers. The early days of Red were something else. Let me tell you. Everybody was here, and I bet. I no, not I bet. Like I literally would put money on it. If they launched a new red, everyone would come back. You're more of a fan of P99 in general, but that's primarily because you're not a fan of Luckland or the Nexus Hub. Angriest Autist, listen, Nexus ties it all together nice, I think. You know, I could see some people being like, okay, you know, put druids and wizards out of business, and I say, no, no, no. That was playing to knowledge, right? Nexus Hub just kind of gave people a central meeting point. You don't find enough people in the old world? Learned a lot about plain knowledge. You know, plain knowledge was actually to bring people back to old world cities. Statistically, people are joining the game, not seeing other players due to how centralized the population became. Yeah, okay, I could see that. It was a strange problem, you could say. Hold on. You could say it was EverQuest created a strange problem, right? By making the world so big, they were kind of diluting the player base, right? Maybe even if you had more players, they were just getting more and more spread out, and things could get kind of lonely that way. I got a little silent move to make real quick. We got ads right now. Listen, perfect time for ads right now because I'm making a silent move, moving in silence. Nothing to see here. Not right now, anyway. We back? Cool. I'm almost back, too. Dang, take it forever to load. Let's see what we see. Take a little stretch break. And get back to the EQ. Hmm. Hmm. Just checking. I'll check. I'll check a couple zones. I don't want to go crazy. This would just be a fun way to end the stream, you know, because I got about 20 minutes left before I got to go. 24 minutes, but who's counting? Yeah. Did I crash? What's up with these load ass long times? Load ass long times. Long ass load times. Annoying. Well, it would appear I crashed. Isn't that fun? Hold on. Just give me a moment. What do you get for trying to have fun? Just getting started over here. It'll let me back in a second. we go. Cue that beautiful music. So if you didn't know, this is Stephanie EverQuest. You're not aware. Right there in the middle. The main character of the game. Steampunk was just in here, huh? Interesting. See if anybody's outside. Nobody. Let's see what we see out this way. Clear. Whoop. Fell down. I hate falling down here. Like the worst. Oh my god, I'm drinking. Didn't I just look and it was a lizard potion? I can't believe that was a fucking crim pot. Hilarious. I just wanted to see if anyone was in a waste. I was about to drink a lizard potion from Droga, but I was like, let me hammer first. Make sure nobody's here. It's not because I fell in the boat hole. I know how to get out of the boat hole. I know you don't need to gate out. It might look like thought I had to. I swear. I've made it out of the boat hole before. Yo, what's up with these load times? What is happening to me? This is this craziness. Thing crashed again. OBS crashed. EQ crashed twice. About to crash out. No, it's alright. Man. Let's get back in there. Funny. Anyways, how you guys all doing this morning? I hope if it's cold where you're at, you stay warm today. Stay safe. We're just getting started over here. I still got time. We still got time to get into something. I closed the whole client, opened it back up, fresh. Just popping around, looking for action, looking for players. See what's up. Dreadbone, don't care. Sorry, just trying to stack my buffs right. A little better. Let's try to find some action. I got a little bit of time. We got a nice little successful XP grind. Let's see. I almost don't want to try zoning anywhere because that's how I keep crashing. But sitting in West Commons ain't very fun. South Row was somewhere I was trying to check. Let's go check it. All right, fingers crossed for successful zoning. I usually don't crash. Just having a rough day with it. Oh my god. Maybe South Row's down? Did the zone crash or something? Like I like to believe it's not me. I'd like to believe that it's not me. But maybe it's me. Fucking weird. I shouldn't say I never crash. But I rarely crash. Crashing 3 times in one day? Crazy. Crashing 3 times in like 10 minutes? Absolutely unheard of. I'm gonna play Project Zek for the rest of the stream, I guess, because yeah. Just getting started over here. Oh shit. I don't know how many other players are online now. Just me. Anyway, Project Zek. It's on the TACP client. I like it. I enjoy it a lot. Charm 1. Fizzles. Fizzles and no skill up. All right. Dot up the target. That's getting nice and warmed up. That's the way we like it. Oh. Backed up into the water. Oh, beautiful XP. Honestly, that was crazy. See if anything's on track down in I guess before, let's see if anything's on track up here. And then we'll go down. Summoner's up. I'm not gonna tank my Froglock faction for the summoner. You know? We already know what he drops. Lens of glowing amber, right? Not actually I have not killed it on this server. I don't know. Maybe it's something better here. Anyway, I do like the look of the TACP client a lot. I think I might like it better if I was stuck first person. I went with Zeal because I was told it's a necessity, and then now I'm finding out it's a necessity because they think people find it necessary to be third person. I enjoy third person, but I don't think it's necessary. I think if for a more classic, maybe a little forced first person would have been nice, but it's all right. If everyone else is using Zeal, I guess I'd be a fool not to, right? Because you can free look with the fucking mouse. It's kind of cool. You got the map, which you know my feelings on the map. I don't really care for it, but I'd be a fool not to. Cavalier's up. That's a toughie. The Evil Eye's up. I already got a Mana Stone though, so. Actually, shit. I forgot. I got a Mana Stone. I should be Mana Stoning a little bit. I should be regenning. I feel like the sound is really. That's why. Sound is like off. Gotcha. It was because I was playing in Everfrost and the wind was howling, and I tried everything. I couldn't turn it off. My sound's still like low. I'll fine tune that another day. All right. Looking at the whole list. What do we see? What do we see? Evil Eye, Sage, Cavalier was top of the list. That seems to be it for names. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm strong enough to break any of these camps yet. Probably break the ass up with enough effort. I would have to sweat. I would really have to sweat it. But I think I could break ass up. And that'd be good, because then we could get a Dark Elf mask. That'd be fun. Nice little goal. Anyways. I do gotta basically get ready to go. I gotta bundle up. I'm gonna be outside today again. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm like only one bubble, one blue. See, that's the blue line I was talking about. See it? Love that. Love that blue line. I'm loading up Red 99 again. I'm a sucker for punishment. I want to be I want to crash one more time before the stream's over, I guess. I really don't know what was up with that. Why'd I crash so many times? So I'm back on Red 99 and I can't get OBS to show it. It's grayed out. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm not trying to have like a technical difficulties crash out stream. So I think maybe I'm just gonna call it here 4 minutes early before I crash out, because here I am on Red 99. God forbid something exciting happens and I can't even show you. For some reason I can't stream it right now. I didn't crash. I'm here successfully this time. Anyways, this is you know how it goes. Sometimes you emulate a game and you got trials and tribulations that come with it. This is kind of above and beyond. Prinny the dude, it's good to see you. I know you already been here. I appreciate the love. I really am thankful that you're here, sticking through the trials and tribulations. Listen, I got a lot. You know me. I like to make promises, and then I like to keep those promises. I'm a troll of my word. My promise to you is I'm going to try to get everything nailed down so the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 number 7 goes off without a hitch, not a technical difficulty crash out stream. In fact, a beautiful, fruitful EverQuest enjoyer stream for EverQuest enjoyers to enjoy EverQuest with. You know what I mean? And also, I got a couple new emotes coming. Emotes. We got 2 slots open. I don't know what happened, if we had enough active chatters or something. Some new milestone was reached, and Twitch didn't even tell me. I just went to go check the emotes, and it just so happens I have 2 empty slots. So we're gonna add some more emotes for Sunday. You know, I got some thinking to do, and I gotta slave away. I gotta get it nailed down. I'm excited for that. We'll get it something that everybody wants to use, right? A successful emote. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm sorry I crashed so many times. Sorry the stream hiccuped and split in 2. So I'm apologizing in advance for when the YouTube upload of this stream for the permanent record is also split in half. You know, that'll bother me more than anybody else, though. You know, I am a creature of habit, and that's not the habit. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. We're gonna do a little raid, so we get some. We're gonna find somebody enjoying EverQuest, and we're gonna join them, because I'm an EverQuest enjoyer. You're an EverQuest enjoyer. Whether you're new or old, a grizzled vet, we can all go enjoy some EverQuest together right now. Right now, who's playing? There we go. Oh shit, Sordizzle just started a 48+ hour stream. This is insane. Let's go say what's up, all right? Show some love to Sordizzle. What are they doing? They're killing stuff. Coldane works, it looks like. So, anyways, see you guys next time. Peace out.